Hi everyone, welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. Thank you so much for being here. Today's reading is a little different. This is a spiritual download, a message you're meant to hear right now. No specific question, just clear guidance from your higher self and the universe. So take a breath, pick the pile that calls to you, and let's see what message is coming through for you today. Our piles are number 1, Carnelian and Enlightenment card. Number 2, Blue Agate and Courage card. Number 3, Calcite and Flexibility. If you have chosen Forest Temple Enlightenment card and Carnelian stone, this will be your reading. So what is today's spiritual message for you? The Lovers, Ace of Coins, 3 of Coins reversed, 6 of Coins reversed, the Devil. Okay. Now let's see a few cards. Goal setting, goals, planning, achieving. Heart awakening, awakening, love, feel. So basically we have something happening. It can be a love situation, an idea, something, but the goal somehow here is not delivered the way you're expecting. We will see. Rider. Key. Sun. Letter. The energy is gaining momentum. The answers you need are coming. A new start is coming. Nice. Acceptance. No, actually, give me a moment. Sorry, guys. First, we need these. The 7th house. This area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So these lovers, all of these messages are related to how you are relating to some form of important partnership. It doesn't have to be necessarily love. Where you have the 5th house, where you have fun, romance, and create things you're proud of. Let's pull one more because the message is interesting. Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So something is changing here. Something important is coming. Acceptance. Accept others and yourself. Welcome new opportunities. Light. Light dispels darkness. Keep keep your inner light shining. So, wow, Phoenix, rebirth. Every end is a new beginning. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. So it's more like the star. Let's pull just one more from this. Just a few of these. Couple of them. Let's see. Whale, great worry over nothing. Okay. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. One more. Earth, love, deep affection, and caring. Heart, sorry, not earth, I'm sorry. One more. Happiness. There is deeper awakening here. The forest temple speaks of clarity, a clarity after confusion, or the guidance needed after a long time that you had to deal with something important on your own. For many of you, this is about a connection that hasn't fully come into form yet. It is something that exists strongly in the 5D, but it has been blocked or distorted in the 3D. Now, this is not necessarily romantic, as I've told you. It can be emotional. It can also be a soul contract involving family or creative collaboration. The central thing here is union. You're being shown where alignment is possible. And actually, what shift you must somehow go through or experience before this thing becomes real. With the Lover's card and the Ace of Coins, there is this huge opportunity for something grounded, for something real. This isn't fantasy. It's not just some form of spiritual chemistry or alignment. This is about a chance to build something in real life. But we have a catch. You can see very clearly that the Three of Coins is reversed, the Six of Coins also. And these two cards are showing that this connection so far hasn't been equal. Something is out of balance here. Maybe one person was giving more than the other. Maybe somebody was trapped in fear, ego, old habits. And that's where the devil is actually coming in. The devil here doesn't show up to scare you. It's here to tell you the truth. Something has been keeping you stuck in whatever dynamic you are interested in. It can be fear of rejection, fear of loss, a toxic pattern in how you relate to that person, or even some form of fixation on somebody who isn't showing up fully. So there is some form of distortion in the way that we see and we perceive reality. But this message says this is not permanent, this is not hopeless. The devil shows us what we need to face so we can actually set ourselves free and, in this case, unblock this dynamic. And here is where things are getting very, very powerful. You have some oracles like the heart awakening, for example. A new start is coming. The energy is gaining momentum. And this is very important. We also have the key, the rider, the sun, the letter with the Lenormand cards. And these are messages of movement, of communication, of truth and breakthroughs. Someone probably is reaching out very soon, or you might finally see what you need in around this connection, in this dynamic. or what you need to do, for example, to bring peace to your side of this situation. The astrology here is very important because it sets the right tone to all of this. We have the seventh house speaking of this deep union, this relationship that mirrors your soul lesson. The fifth house shows that love, joy, even children, for example, or creative purpose are somehow connected to this. So our ultimate goal in whatever this situation is our three of coins. Our three of coins right now is reversed. So this is why we understand that things are not really moving the way we would want to. And of course, you have here the great, I think, very transformative planet, Uranus, and this energy brings the surprise. You won't see this thing coming. That's the nature of this planet, the sudden transformation that brings. But something is actually shifting very fast. You got cards, very important cards over here. I want to talk about this rebirth for sure, with the phoenix over here. Something has ended, something has been interrupted over here. Maybe you're not even hopeful over this situation anymore. And, you're going to be very surprised because we do have a rebirth, but things are not going to be exactly what you're expecting. Things are going to be different. You're not going back to how things used to be. You're moving forward with new insight. So, right there, we have this miracle, the acceptance, we have light, even the heart here, love, deep affection, and the happiness card are showing very clearly that this isn't just about what you lose or what you're letting go. It's about what you are finally ready to receive. And I think this is the key to how you're seeing things at the moment and how you should somehow transform your mindset. This is not so much, I keep saying transformation, but I think this is not so much about transformation. This is more about sudden expansion, the unexpected, which is a form of transformation, but we are not focusing so much on that. We are focusing more on the fact that you're going to have some form of change, expansion that you are not waiting, that you are not expecting. I'm sorry. Now, then we have the whale, nest, heart. Maybe you have been kind of anxious, worrying too much, investing too much time over this thing. Maybe allowing this other person, this other party, let's say in this teamwork, in this partnership, to choose to set the goals, to set the tone and the overall energy. Yeah, maybe you were thinking that something was lost, but the message is that you are still loved, you are still safe. What's meant for you has never truly left you. So, this is basically a recalibration of your heart, a second chance for you at something, at some form of connection or union that is supposed to be extremely important for you. Here, the cards are not asking you to take any action. They are asking you to prepare your psyche for what is coming. Maybe you're trying, you are overthinking, you still overinvest, and you're asking what are the answers. You don't have to exhaust yourself asking for the answers because the closure is going to come, but at the same time it's going to be expansive. So something new is going on in this dynamic. It's not over. We move forward, but in a way you were not expecting, in a positive way, of course. You can see on a more practical level, whether this is about love, about your job, about a friend of yours, whatever that is. You got the letter, you got the sun, so clarity is coming, the answers that you need are coming. You have the key, so something is being unlocked over here, and somehow we will be capable of detaching from this devil energy. And the rider is, of course, moving fast, brings forward news very clearly. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, of course, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. If you have chosen the Aspen Spirit Courage card and the Blue Agate, this is going to be your reading. So let's see. What is your message your for today? Five of Wands reversed. Page of Cups. Five of Cups reversed. Four of Swords. Three of Swords reversed. Beyond fear. Connect with your higher self. Wow. Now that is really good. Let's see. Book. Cross. Rider. Stork. The 10th house, your achievements, your status is in the outside world. Oh, okay. Uranus again, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. And Pluto, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. I mean, today, this is very transformative message, very intense. The 10th house, probably, we're talking about achievements, career path, these type of things. But not necessarily, of course. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. A new start is coming. Definitely. This is extremely transformative. Let's pull one more because these are good. Bring love into the situation. Not necessarily romantic love or love towards somebody else. It could be love towards your goal. Encouragement. Somehow you should encourage yourself here. Oh, courage. Cool. Courage lies within you. You have the power to overcome anything. Resilience. is your source of strength in challenges. Very good. Cleansing, cleanse your mind and spirit, remove negative energy. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial change. So here it's kind of the impossible is possible, can be made possible with courage and resilience, because it's not impossible, you just see it like that at the moment. Broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. Let's go with the karmic things. Okay, apple, temptation will test you. And dragon, beware of self-delusion. Okay. Right now, you might be in this phase where you are recovering from something that has caused internal conflict. Maybe you are tired. You're tired of pushing, tired of struggling, tired of chasing clarity. With the Five of Wands reversed, you're being asked to drop the internal fight. You don't need to compete, to prove, to argue anymore. This stage is actually getting towards completion. What is coming up instead is a bit more gentle. You have the Page of Cups. This is your emotional softness returning. Or maybe this is somebody else's emotional softness that is reaching you and makes you feel better about the overall situation. So maybe you will soon receive a message, a gesture, a new idea, and somehow this whole thing brings back inspiration. Something or somebody that will remind you how to feel again. There is also an invitation here to approach your own feelings with more kindness. It's obvious that you are healing. That's clear from the Five of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. Maybe there is a past disappointment, maybe for some of you there is also grief, and all of this has shaped your view lately. But the energy is shifting now. You're ready to leave behind sadness, difficulty, all of these feelings that have somehow kept you stuck. You're ready to stop replaying all disappointments in your mind. But you're also very tired. The Four of Swords shows this clearly. The message here is not about move faster, push harder. It's about rest. Rest differently. This is not about escaping or, all of a sudden releasing, abandoning plans or people or whatever. It's about restoring this Four of Swords. Somehow you need some quiet time that will feel again your energy, not something that is going to drain you. We also pulled oracles, beyond fear, connect with your higher self, which is, I think, a very clear statement. There is something that you want, but fear has wrapped itself around that desire, and you feel distant from what you want to achieve. You may be afraid to get your hopes up, to start having expectations, afraid to ask more, or maybe you don't want to believe of what is actually forming there. You don't trust the process. But the universe is telling you that fear is not the final truth. Beyond fear, there is intuition. There is your higher wisdom. And this is what is going to guide you now if you're not already guided by your inner voice. Then, our Lenormand, we have the book over here and the cross. And these two cards are speaking of a chapter that has been very painful. You know what is so painful about this? Not so much the cross, it's the book. It's the secrecy over this pain, is the fact that maybe, this is not so much also always about secrecy. It can also be about other people not understanding you. So it might have been simply as something that you couldn't share, or even when you shared, people couldn't understand. But then you got the rider and the stork right there. So movement is returning, short term and also long term, if you really see the bigger picture here. So a shift is coming. It can involve travel, news, or even a decision that is very, very, very surprising with our planet over here. Is it something bad? No, no, no. It's something good. It moves you forward. And the astrology is very strong here. The 10th house is about direction, purpose, reputation. And then you have Pluto and Uranus. So these are not soft energies, they disrupt, they transform. So if you can say, okay, this is not transformation, this is transformation, absolutely. Together, they are showing you that your foundation is being rewritten. They're coming, forward, actually things that you were not expecting. Opportunities, contacts, connection to people that might not seem so important in the beginning, but then you will realize that somehow you start creating a network and something that is going to be useful to you career-wise. But all of these things require you to release old attachments. Actually, this is like a karmic cycle is coming to an end. The wishbone over here says, no, that wish will not be granted. But attention, not this new expansion. I believe that there will be a moment where you will realize very soon, if you haven't realized already, that what you have been trying and what you have been doing is somehow not so much your calling. It was an extremely necessary part in order to find your calling, and really connect to what you are supposed to do. But you're going to be very surprised once you see in front of you that, oh my God, so this was what I supposed to be doing all this time. It's fine. What should you say? Oh my God, was I blind? What's going on with me? No, please don't go into negative self-talking. You already have this 5 of Cups reversed, so embrace it. It's fine. You are recovering. You are leaving behind difficult energies. And what do you need to do? Look at the bigger picture. A win-win outcome is forecast. A new start is coming. Bring love into the situation. And this love is very important because you are not supposed to say, oh my God, I have been trying all this time for the wrong thing. No. You have been preparing yourself, connecting to your inner voice all this time until you had your breakthrough, until you reached a point where you closed down difficult karmic cycles. Don't underestimate the unseen here. Don't underestimate the Plutonian energy here. Maybe it's something that you cannot explain to others, for example, but it is very important because this is what defines you. So don't fight your intuition and your strength. Don't fight against you. Fight for what you want to achieve. Now, the universe here is clearly reassuring you. There is a solution forming. You don't see it yet, but it's already in motion. A cycle is ending and something new is growing from that. Now, then we have these beautiful cards over here, courage, resilience, cleansing, all of these. They are asking you to release what has been there kind of festering, whether this is emotional clutter, self-blame, regret, fear. It's time to clean all of that out. Now, let's see our messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle. Broken wishbone. As we have said, something that you once wanted probably will not happen the way you imagined. But this is not failure. Like we have said, it's redirection. Don't fall into this trap to blame yourself and to negative self talking. No need to. Apple. It shows you that you will be tested or you have been already tested. Some option that will kind of look tempting will appear, but ask yourself, is this healthy? Is it aligned with what I need? Or is it just familiar? Or even, if we want to exaggerate a bit, or is it kind of, trauma bonding, whatever that is? The unicorn is your reminder. Your intuition is spot on. It's time to trust your energy, your inner voice, even if that would mean stepping away from what probably once felt safe. The dragon warns of self delusion, but not in a harsh way. We don't have other cards that are making us feel like you are doing something like this. This is more, maybe a bit of discouragement, like, oh no, I'm not going to do this, I'm not good enough, something like that. This is the only thing that I would say with these cards you might use, this idea of delusion. So, don't talk yourself into cycles that you have already outgrown. Don't be like, no, I have to stay there. I have to see how this thing is going to work out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's part of a karmic cycle. So you're dealing with a very transformative energy here, and this is not easy, but it's real. You're not just healing here, you're evolving. And the exciting part is that everything that felt difficult, stuck, blocked, is now kind of loosening. The rider, the stork are showing movement on so many levels. The moon cards are showing a new start that is coming. The 10th house is confirming that this, maybe will affect your career, your role, your path forward. And the planets together power. This is a clean break from the past and a radical step towards your true self. There is absolute integration here. If we have to exaggerate, this is shadow integration. So, whatever you have been postponing, that idea, that boundary, that change, it's time for you to embrace it. You are supported, you are guided, and most of all, you are ready. This is what I see. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. If you have chosen the Willow Spirit Flexibility card and calcite, yellow calcite, this will be your reading. So let's see. What is the message for you today? Seven of Cups reversed. Page of Coins reversed. Seven of Wands. Nine of Cups. King of Swords reversed. Self-identity, self-awareness, self-worth, identity. Connect with your higher self connection, wisdom. Very nice. Clover, woman, house, ship. The third house, your potential to learn something and your local neighborhood. The moon, your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. Scorpio, the energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Okay, let's see. You're very close to achieving your goal. The energy is gaining momentum. Prosperity lies ahead. Confidence is your key to success. Beautiful. Now let's see some more. Creativity is your inner expression unleashed. Confidence, believe in your abilities, in your worth and abilities. Gratitude, be grateful for every moment. Keep a heart of gratitude. And give me a second, I need a few of these. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Chair, empty. Someone is leaving your life. Someone or some energy is leaving your life. I would say with the cards I see here. Career, interesting, very beautiful. Shield, you needed to defend yourself. Let's talk about these things, because I think here we could be talking very easily about the closure of a karmic cycle. You chose Willow Spirit, which is all about flexibility. This isn't about being passive or letting life happen to you. It's about adjusting, staying grounded while everything shifts around you. Think of the willow. It bends, but it doesn't break. This is you right now. So let's check your tarot cards first. You have the Seven of Cups reversed. So you're coming out of confusion. Maybe you have felt overwhelmed lately, too many choices, too many directions, or even a kind of emotional fog that the Seven of Cups reminds us of. But this thing is something that you are letting go. You're starting seeing through that illusion. You're cutting through the noise. But, Page of Coins reversed shows a lack of follow-through. That, okay, I start seeing my truth, I start seeing what's going on, but what is the plan? What do I have clarity in the material world? Not so much. I'm still working on that. So you might want to make a move. You want to start something new or invest in something important. maybe career related. But it's like, the grounded energy, the footing is not there yet. So either you don't have all the info or you're not fully trusting yourself right now. This is where the Seven of Wands comes in, I think. This is you, standing your ground, defending your vision. You're not doing things the easy way right now. In general, I think, especially with the Scorpio energy, you're not doing things easily and superficially. You have to go deep somehow. You're doing things the real way. Even if people don't get it, even if the pressure is on, you're holding space for yourself, and this is important. Now, with the Nine of Cups, things are changing, are becoming positive, of course. This is emotional satisfaction. So, a wish somehow is coming true. Now, does this mean that your external world is changing drastically? Not drastically, but for sure you will start seeing the shifts. The Seven of Cups reversed, we have said, that represents that moment of where there is no illusion anymore. We start seeing with clarity that things are changing. But the lack of plan is making things very difficult. But if you stick to your plan, things are going to work out. You will start seeing results very soon. So, somehow you're building something. But the King of Swords reversed is bringing a warning. Be careful with your overthinking, with your self-criticism, with your idea of somehow letting somebody else, with their judgment, with their mess, practically fog your mind again. You definitely need to turn down the volume. There's a lot of external noise, maybe for some of you, and you need to start trusting more your inner voice. Now, speaking of that voice, your oracles are saying connect with your higher self and somehow connect to your self-identity. So I think you are in a massive process of rediscovering who you are, and you're being called back to what your soul already knows. You are rediscovering your strength. It's not about you becoming stronger. Your intuition is growing louder, so you're not lost, you're just waking up. Keep following the path that you are on. Now, let's take a look at your Lenormand. I think it's very aligned with what we have seen up to this point. Now, we have a strong message of movement from a very stable point of view. Something about your home, your environment, your routine is changing. For some of you, maybe on a more practical level, maybe you're relocating, maybe renovating, or you're just energetically changing your existence in your space. But the clover shows this is a good shift, this is a lucky shift. This is meant to align you with ease. So trust the change, even if it feels a bit chaotic. We have the woman card. This is you, or this is a strong feminine presence helping guide you through this process. Either way, it's about self-trust. You are making the right moves, even if these moves are not, crazy and enormous and drastic. Now, let's see the astro cards. We have the third house, and this is about communication, local movement, and your mindset. So again, we get the message about staying flexible in your day-to-day thinking. This might be a time when short-term plans are more productive than long-term over-planning. The moon says your intuition is high, but so are your emotions. Let them guide you. but don't let them overwhelm you. So emotional regulation, very important. And the Scorpio, oh my God, transformation, deep inner change. It's like you're shedding skin right now. You might not feel fully yourself at the moment, but that's because a new version of yourself is forming. So be patient with what you're experiencing. The cards here with the Moonology card, with the Moonology deck, you're very close to achieving your goal. The energy is gaining momentum. Prosperity lies ahead. Confidence is the key to success. So you are close. Things are moving, even if it doesn't feel like it. It's a slow transition, a day-to-day transition related to your mindset. So yes, the pressure is real, but you are going to get there. Confidence is your fuel right now, so keep going. Then we have creativity, confidence, gratitude. You have the vision. Now protect your energy and believe in the process. And when you're in doubt, gratitude shifts the whole vibe. Notice what is working. Be positive about where you're standing at the moment. Cultivate the mindset of the Nine of Cups. Now, with your tea leaf cards, we have, basket, career, shield. So what are these cards saying? First of all, with the chair empty, somebody or something that was draining you is being removed. Maybe you can already feel it, maybe it's happening soon. This is good. It clears space for real progress. You're going to be recognized for your work, your commitment, or even your resilience. But don't wait for applause just yet. Keep doing your part, keep moving. That shield says, guard your space. Do not let energy vampires, doubts, or old stories in your head that might sabotage what you have built. And the most importantly, because what you have built is very stable. What is instead slightly fragile at the moment is your intuition. Your inner voice. You can very easily fall into this trap of negative thinking here. So you're shifting out of confusion and into clarity. This path might not be so straight, but it's yours. This is a powerful turning point. Keep trusting your inner voice. You don't have to have all the answers at the moment. You just need to keep going on your path. Flex, adapt, move. So you're not starting from scratch here, you're starting from experience. Let whatever has been keeping you stuck fall away. People, situations, and what is coming next is better aligned, better supported, and actually feels like your authentic self. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.